People hate it when I say Bitcoin fixes this. Let me explain why. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are, whenever you are. Thank you for watching this video. My name is Da Vinci. I'm in the pipe 5x5, man. Whew, Bitcoin, might have survived Kramer's indicator when he said, yeah, I'm buying Bitcoin, you should too. Oof, damn. Bitcoin dumped heavy, but then it came back. So who knows? So maybe Kramer indicator is now useless, but we'll see. Anyways, that's not important. What I want to talk about is basically why I think Bitcoin fixes everything. And it results back to what Bitcoin is. Bitcoin is simply currency, money, or savings that you can use that no one can confiscate. You could transfer it to anyone, anywhere, and there's no middleman. This is critical, right? Because if you do that with our current financial system, if they don't like you, they can stop you. If you say anything against the government, they can stop you. If you go against their agenda, they can stop you, right? So this is why we have like stupidness, like, whoa, how do we define a woman? I don't know, I'm a politician, I can't talk about that. Why? Because there's somebody with lots of money that they can print for free that's saying, if you define what a woman is, you're going to disappear. One way or another. So when you have a system of money that can be printed out of nothing, well, just like Rothschild said 300 years ago, give me control of the money supply and I care not who's king. Why? Because I can pay off the people. Hey, I need to disturb you for a second because I'm going to be doing a course on how to buy Bitcoin, how to use Bitcoin, how to use a wallet, how to use a hardware wallet, how to basically store Bitcoin for the long term. Because we all know that it's going to be the money. You need to have this. Very happy to help you guys. Even the king. That's come on, man. This is common sense. Now, if we have fair and honest money, our whole society changes. Right? Recently, I hear about people talking about birth rates dropping. Bitcoin fixes that. Why? It's because our whole financial system is a scam. It's making people poorer and poorer every single day and requiring more people to work and less people to spend time having children. There it is. It's not that complicated. Right? And once we have Bitcoin as money, well then one parent can go and work and the other can stay at home with the child, right? If they choose to do so. That's an example of Bitcoin fixing things. But there's so many other things it will fix. There's so many more. But most people will not attribute our current financial system, right, as the cause. They don't contribute to the current financial system as cause, nor will they contribute Bitcoin as the solution or the fix of the current problems in society today. That's just the way it is. They don't see it. They can't see it, right? And, because Bitcoin was created when the financial system broke in 2008, when they started giving people or governments, started giving banks, and some people, they did do bailout checks, and just giving the money away, right? For governments, and for not governments, but for banks that didn't do their job properly. They messed up, they lost people's money, and no, don't worry, here's your money back. You screwed up, but here. This is unfair. This means that they get a bailout, whilst if you screw up as a little guy, you get nothing. This is our system. So this is why Bitcoin came into existence. This is why Satoshi Nakamoto created Bitcoin. And he understood, like I did, he understood that you don't create a financial system that's better than the current one, because he is a historian like I am. He knows what time it is. He knows that if he did that, he'll die. So he's kept himself anonymous. And that's why he's disappeared, right? Because he understands our current system. He understands how it is designed to empower the most evil people on the planet. That's the key thing that Bitcoin resolves. Those people will no longer have the ability to print money when everybody switches over to Bitcoin. Because why would they do that? Because it's 1,000 times better than what you're using today. The blockchain, right? The decentralizedness of the system, where it's quite simple to understand. Everybody has a copy of who has what at all times. And every single historical transaction is known. So you can trace back every single Bitcoin to its origin. That's the key thing, right? With that, we have a fair and honest monetary system. Okay? That's why, with fair and honest money, right? I remember reading a quote from one of the founding fathers. He said, I should have got that quote, but I'm just going to ad lib. He said that paper money has a destructive force. It on society. It punishes the honest and empowers the dishonest, and it basically takes away the goodness of society, basically, in the end. And so this is why we will be using Bitcoin as money in the future, and it will solve all the corruption and all the nastiness that's going on in the world. End of the rant for today. Well, I'm going to go on to doing some TA for Bitcoin and Solana and Ethereum. And if you're interested in trading, there's links in the description below that you can find, or in the pinned comment, to decide on which exchange you want to use to do the trading. So I suggest Bybit, but yeah, you can choose whatever you like. Anyways, with that said, let's take a look at the charts for today. And you can see that Bitcoin, right, is dumped down, but then came right back up roaring. This is right here, this price here, around 119, is when Kramer said, yeah, go buy. And then boom. Oh man, we expected a little bit more than that, though. I expected it to come all the way back down to the 112, where the players dwell, right? And yeah, but nope. The buyers came in heavy dominance, right? Still doing its thing, right? We'll just take a look at the CME futures another day. Looking at Solana, wow, Solana back above its key level here of $188 and is going higher, breaking up higher. Look at this. This is a nice W action happening in Solana. I guess you could call it a W, but there's a wick here, but there is a clear indication that we are going higher. There's what's it called? Trend lines, right? These parallel trend lines indicate the direction of Solana for the next little while. Wow. I thought we were going to hold the line at the 188. We failed a little bit, and then just like that, just like the Bitcoin, we came back and we're back where we started after Kramer came out and jinxed the whole market. Looking at that, of course, we tried to do a short on Ethereum, but didn't quite work out. Ethereum, wow. It didn't. Not only did that short fail, it's spectacular. Everybody created a new all-time high. It looks like it's going to take out those, all the liquidity at the $4,200 mark for Ethereum. Right? Ethereum is actually hitting the 3,900 as we speak. My watch is going off with all kinds of notifications, and yeah, boom, there it is. Like that, we just broke higher on Ethereum, and it looks like it wants to go a lot higher. Alrighty, that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed today's episode, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.